Hello and welcome to another Spiritual Learning Thursday. Today we're going over the sixth sense. Usually humans have 5 senses. However, some have 6. And the sixth has layers. Let's find out what this is all about. When we talk about human senses, we have sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. But how many of us have the sixth, which is what they call ESP? What is ESP? It stands for extra outside sensory perception. The root of the word extrasensory comes from the Latin word sensere, meaning to feel. Therefore, extrasensory perception is the ability to feel beyond one's senses. But what does it actually mean? Enhanced sensory perception is the ability to use one's senses to a greater capacity than the norm. One example is a blind person being better able to use his sense of hearing than a sighted person. In simple terms, ESP is an acronym for extrasensory perception. It is the ability to sense things in a way other than through sight, smell, taste, touch, or hearing. What comes along with having ESP? Usually precognition, which is the ability to predict events that will occur in the future. This is a common ability claimed by psychics. There is not one single sixth sense, but rather a whole host of abilities that can be classified as belonging to the category of ESP. Some people believe that they have more than one sixth sense. ESP is believed to manifest itself in visions, dreams, and other simple phenomena. Sometimes objects such as crystal balls or Ouija boards are used to connect a person with an unseen world. Telepathy is one type of a sixth sense. It is the ability to read the thoughts of others. Telepathic powers can range from simple sensing emotions to reading the thoughts and memories of people from anywhere on the planet. There is absolutely no evidence that any human being or other creature has telepathic abilities. Despite this, many people claim to have telepathic abilities. Clairvoyance is another type of a sixth sense. Clairvoyance is the ability to see things that are not immediately perceptible by the 5 senses. One example is seeing an accident as it occurs in a town far away from where one is currently situated. As with telepathy, no evidence exists for clairvoyance abilities. As we discussed before, the sixth sense comes along with precognition, but also retrocognition. Precognition refers to the ability to see into the future. This is a power that many psychics claim to possess. Retrocognition is when you can see into the past. There is science trying to prove that the sixth senses exist. The scientific study of ESP is called parapsychology. Mediumship, the ability to talk with the dead, is also one type of extrasensory perception. There are also other types of phenomenon that are related to ESP, such as hyperspeed and telekinesis, the ability to move objects with one's mind. Extrasensory perception, ESP, and enhanced sensory perception are concepts that are sometimes confused with each other. Enhanced sensory perception is the capacity to use one of the 5 senses better than the norm, as in our example of the blind man. The term extrasensory perception was popularized by Joseph Banks Rhine in 1934. Rhine, a professor at Duke University at the time, conducted several experiments that he believed proved the existence of extrasensory perception. Though many scientists have challenged his findings and methods, Not all people believe that extrasensory perception exists. There are many theories as to what causes ESP. Some individuals believe that all humans have some degree of extrasensory perception and that we involuntarily experience ESP on several occasions. Others believe that a select few individuals have special powers that allow them to access ESP, but only when they're in a special mental state. Most individuals who believe in ESP maintain that all humans have the potential for extrasensory perception, but some of us are more aware of our abilities than others. The major types of ESP are telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, retrocognition, mediumship, and psychometry. Psychometry is the supported ability to discover facts about an event or person by touching inanimate objects associated with them. Psychometry is also known as token object readings. The sixth senses, or ESP, is still a controversial debate between scientists. But as always, it's up to you to decide. Thank you for joining us on another spiritual learning video. Please check the playlist Spiritual Learning for more content. Don't forget to like this video, share, and if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And we'll see you again soon.